pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First thing on the agenda this evening, we have a presentation from Paul Britt. I assume the young man with the computer is Paul Britt?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, the floor is yours.
Perfect.
Thank you. This is Ford Telematics.
Is there a way for me to connect to a screen, or is there no way?
Theoretically, yes.
Yeah.
Realistically,
There should be a wire over here.
Okay. If not, I can just talk through it. So no big deal.
It's on.
Oh, TVs are
It
on.
was on.
What are you working with? You have an HDMI in that thing? I get it. Yep.
I'm like, I don't know. Were you like Rob?
This one just keeps dropping.
Like Rob singing?
Don't forget it. I got to see.
For the,
If he's filming downstairs, that is my signature. You should pop on it. Oh, we're gonna try it.
If he comes out.
Yeah, one of those copies. One of these screens. Are you clicking?
It works.
No, that's us, right?
How about,
It should be 3 or 4. 4 was in it. That was us, right? Oh, yeah. I think that's the one. This is us, right? That's him. But I don't know. Is there? That's apples or carrots?
yeah.
I'm guessing that's it. But why are both TVs?
Just check if there's like an auto, something that's like hiding the screen.
Anybody here from the gazebo guy? Pull all the stuff out of there quicker.
This was
Stuff was gone.
partially unplugged.
He didn't respond to my second letter.
No response. And you're.
There we go.
There it is.
It was unplugged on our side. Sorry.
No worries.
Do we want to edit?
We good?
We're good.
Okay.
Perfect. So I appreciate you guys having me today. What I wanted to review is I know that you guys had some need for really maintenance management, fleet management, seeing where your vehicles are, being able to track that accurately. With Ford, what we have is our fleet management solution. So with this, you can see things like all your maintenance. You can see trend analysis based off how much money you guys are spending on brakes, how much money you're spending on tire rotations, or anything you really need. You can track that month by month, quarter by quarter. However you guys need to pull that data will live within this platform. So I'll go over basically the fleet management side of maintenance, what that looks like, and then the GPS tracking as well. So this will be your dashboard. Everything here is customizable. So you can actually customize this and assign different type of departments access to visibility. So let's say your accounting department or procurement. If you want your accounting department to strictly see financials of what's going on with your fleet, cost of maintenance, cost of vehicles, you can give them their own custom dashboard. You can have a general dashboard and you can see cost analysis. You can customize this by moving these toggles wherever you need them, make them bigger, make them smaller. You're able to see your entire fleet broken down by whatever you name the product, broken down by VIN, year, make, and model. From here, we could toggle it into a vehicle, and it'll give you a whole rundown of exactly where this vehicle has been, the mileage, the VIN, any type of work order that's been done on this vehicle, open work orders, where it is within your fleet. All your work orders live within its own tab. You can click into a work order and see exactly what was done, who assigned this work order, who worked on it, total cost, parts, everything will live within this particular vehicle. Any questions?
How long is that held within the memory, that data?
As long as you're a client of ours, it stays within the platform. So there's no limit on how long it stays on the platform. As long as you're a client of ours with Ford, it stays on the platform.
Do you get alerts if oil changes due or things are due?
Yeah, so you can,
Registration's expired or?
Exactly. So you can assign that to whoever you want. If you have different departments, you can assign, let's say, the police vehicles to a certain person, the DPW vehicles to a certain person, and customize it to whoever needs that alert. Get that alert either email, text, or on the application itself. This is where all your service history would lie. So kind of similar to what you were talking about. You can see things like oil changes, what's been done, how many watchers. This is what you were talking about with assigning people. So these 3 people are assigned to this particular vehicle for this job. So you can see their names pop up here. If you click into one of the names, you can see their contact information and things of that nature. We could also set our reminders, so service reminders, all that gets done within here. So if you see here, you have vehicles that are overdue, vehicles that are coming up for service, and you also have vehicles that are fine. You can also then do the service job here. If you guys have in-house mechanics, they can use this platform, update everything. Or if you use a outside source like a Ford dealership or a third-party body shop, they can upload it for you on their own, so there's nothing you guys have to do on your end. That all lives within here. And we upload all this information for you. All you have to do is give us your VIN list. You'll get assigned an account manager. We upload everything, so there's no real onboarding headaches for you guys. We take care of all that.
You upload like past history of the cars and
Yep.
stuff? Like,
Yep, we can take past history, past maintenance history, upload it on here, so all that data lives within here. Now, do you guys use fuel cards today for your fleet, or just credit cards?
We have fuel tags for each invoice.
Did you work? Okay, so that all lives within here as well. So your fuel history, so you can see exactly where the vehicle was when it fueled up. You can see the cost. You can see how much it was, how much it cost to fill it up, how many gallons were used. Tap into this vehicle, and it'll give you a breakdown of the entire history of fuel consumption for this vehicle. Last thing I wanted to show you on this page before I go over to telematics would be your reporting. So this is probably the most beneficial part of the platform, just based off trend analysis year by year, month by month, to be able to predict accurately how much money you guys are spending on certain maintenance jobs. Let me pull that up. So here we can filter this by, let's say we're going to do it for last year. Now this will tell us for our entire fleet, based off last year, what we spent the most money on and what we performed the most out of our fleet. So we spent the most money on tire replacement, but we performed the most engine oil filter replacements. So this is in a click of a button. You can see over your whole year, your entire fleet, how much money you guys spent on certain jobs and which jobs cost the most. This is obviously beneficial for if you guys are rotating tires a lot or spending a lot of money on brakes. You can speak to your drivers about maybe they're have a lead foot and they're braking too hard, and that's why you're going through brake pads quicker. So it gives us a better data around how to manage our fleet. Any questions just as far as the fleet management, maintenance side of things go? No? Perfect. All you have to do is go back to your dashboard, click on telematics, and it's going to bring us right to our telematics dashboard. Similar to the fleet management side, you'll see the dashboard here, our entire fleet broken down by model. And with Ford telematics, you can have a Ford, you can put a non-Ford on here. It doesn't matter. Any Ford for 2020 and newer doesn't need any hardware at all. Those hardwares are already embedded in the vehicles. It's just a flip of the switch on our end to turn it on. Any non-Ford or pre-2020 Ford, we can have those devices installed for you guys, no problem. We come to you, use mobile service. That's no problem at all. So you can see your entire fleet broken down. You can see, again, similar to the fleet management, the health status of the vehicle, maintenance action now, action soon. So those are all oil changes. Fleet utilization, which vehicles have operated the past 24 hours, which haven't. And then I think the most beneficial one is your geofences. So what a geofence is, let's say you geofence this building. You can see in real time how many vehicles are currently at this building. And you can have as many geofences as you want. So you have a geofence around this building, you have a geofence around a police station. How many geofences you need to see, how many vehicles are in that geofence, you can put on the platform here. And this is going to update every 30 seconds automatically. So it's pretty much alive. From there, you go to your live map. Pretty standard. You have your grid map, you have a satellite map, all your vehicles here on the left-hand side. So if we go to a particular vehicle, So I'll go to my vehicle. You can see this vehicle right here. This is my vehicle in the parking lot. It breaks it down to the exact parking spot in the parking lot, so it's pretty accurate of where the vehicle is. If we click into this vehicle, it gives us our vehicle window, and we can see things like who the current driver is of that vehicle. We can unlock and lock the vehicle from the platform if the driver locks the keys in the car. Your odometer reading, fuel level, all that information lives within here. And again, all your vehicle health, any service job that's been done, lives within the right-hand side. Tire pressure. Location history is pretty straightforward. It's just a breadcrumb trail of wherever that vehicle was for a particular day, as you see here. And this is beneficial, but most of our clients are using trip history. So what trip history is from ignition on to ignition off. So we pick a date range, let's say the 1st to the 8th. It's going to show us these trips here are good trips, no telematics events populated. A telematics event is speeding, harsh braking, rapid acceleration, things of that nature that you can be alerted on via text, email. So these trips are great, no alerts. If we keep going, we can see alerts on here, idle, seatbelt. So if we go to this particular vehicle, we see an idling event. We can scroll down, 26 seconds of idle, not too bad. It shows where the idle occurred. If you go back to trip history, we can see certain events. Let's see, excessive idle. So this idle would be an event that is based off the standards you set. Let's say you set 5 minutes or longer as excessive. That will show up as excessive idle. You can go to exactly where that occurred, 21 minutes, see the exact location, the time, and then the exact, like I said, exact location. So again, this helps us better see where the drivers are, what they're doing at a certain location, if they're staying there too long. All that lives within your telematics, within your vehicle window. Any questions? Scary accurate, right?
Don't connect my car.
Last thing I wanted to show you, or two things, is I'm not sure if you guys end up going down that direction, but we do offer it for dash cameras. So it's road facing and cab facing. It all lives within this tab here. You can filter everything by status, privacy, or just by vehicle. So if you go to a particular vehicle, it's going to give us all our dash camera events. Let's go back here. Bring us to where the vehicle is. Head over to events. We can filter by event. So we can filter by cell phone use. We can see cell phone use occurred during this trip. Go to the clip. It'll give us a 10-second clip of exactly what was going on at that time. You see cell phones being used. Again, these cameras are equipped with AI, so that's how the cell phone use gets triggered. The camera sees a cell phone in the image, triggers it on the platform, and you can see it right here. Last, I want to show you guys reporting. It's pretty straightforward. If you want reporting based off certain metrics like speeding, seatbelt, harsh braking, idling, that all is within here. You can export it so you guys have it in a PDF version or an Excel version, however you guys want to digest that information. But like I said, you can filter this by either by driver or by vehicle. Do you guys assign drivers? Do they take the same vehicle every day, or they take different vehicles every day?
Usually rotates a lot.
Rotates a lot. So
multiple times a day.
you have one of two ways of recording that. What you guys can do is pay your monthly payment, and you guys are all set.
And what is it if it's a GPS and dash cam?
So if it's GPS and dash camera, you're looking at $50 per vehicle per month.
How long is the service contract for?
36 months, but we are, as long as you return the hardware, there's no early termination fee. So that's really the biggest thing. If all your vehicles were embedded, there really would be no contract. And let's say you go with dash cameras and say you cancel, all you have to do is return the dash camera, and there's no fee to you guys to get out of your contract.
Do you have a dash camera for the back of the car or just the front of it?
That's coming out. So the back's coming out. It's not released yet. It's just cab facing and road facing.
Okay, and it's just that one price, like dash cam is the price, it doesn't matter if it's front, back,
Yep.
inside, it's all
Yep,
the same.
just same price. Yeah.
Is one camera different lenses? Is that
Yeah, one camera, dual lenses, one on the front, one's in the back. So it's one camera, one piece of hardware. Yeah, the easiest way to think about it is if you want the GPS or the fleet management, that's the set price, and dash camera is just $30 on top of it. Any other questions?
I don't think so.
Perfect.
We're good.
Great.
A lot to chew on.
Yes, it's definitely a lot to digest, but like I said, I live local, not crazy local, but I live in Comac, so it's not too far. I live on the island. Close with Chris, with working with Otis Ford. So any questions, feel free to reach out, and yeah, more than happy to answer any questions you guys have.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, of course.
Appreciate it.
For you.
Next thing on the agenda, I have listed as FIMP, Fire Isle to Montauk Point, and I just wanted to bring it to the attention of the board that I think our next step would be for us to pass a resolution, or have a resolution asking Southampton County to support our effort to establish beach erosion control districts by resolution. And then most of the next portion of the work, if I understand it correctly, that meeting we had with Steve Ainshaw in the town, falls on the town. Is that, you agree with that, Steve?
Yeah, except that we don't have to make a decision as to how we want one or two.
Well, I think, well,
Could we make that
I
decision?
think we could give them some guidance that, we've had some other discussions. I think we could give them some guidance that, one, beach erosion control district, and also based on, not the linear footage, but on the assessed value.
Is the district just south of Newton Road?
I think all oceanfront.
All ocean front.
Oceanfront.
All
Well, not only
oceanfront.
oceanfront, but it would be the ones that, like, there are some parcels that
Yeah,
don't touch the water on the south side of Newton Road. Are they included?
don't touch the.
Pond Point, you have sometimes like three properties in
Oh,
a row,
they're like,
stacked.
Oh,
like
the
the,
north.
yeah, the,
Well, they had, you have access.
Right away.
Yeah, I would keep them in there, right? Does that make sense? I mean, otherwise you're,
maybe phrase it so it's those that are between the ocean and Dune Road,
Yeah, south.
south of Dune Road.
And then you need to pass a resolution to get the town
To
working.
get the town to start working on it. Because I don't want this to fall off the radar and then in a few years.
I can call,
Is it town attorney?
yeah,
Yeah.
I know her.
Kathleen?
Kathleen,
Yes.
Kathleen Murray. And I can call her and ask her what has to be included in the resolution for her to get the ball rolling.
Okay.
I'll do that.
and then I'd like her to come and, give like the informational session that they said they would do. So we can work.
Well, they said that's part of the process. So
Yes.
once they start it, she'll be coming.
Yeah, I think she has to.
I just, while the season is coming, to get people who are gonna be affected.
Right, we
to
would like
know.
the informational season, sessions to be during the season, if possible. That she alluded to.
I'll call her and get as much detail as I can. Find out what she wants us to do and how she would how she would start.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, it struck me today, is the town establishing a beach erosion control district for the town code portion of the road between West Yankee Beach and West Yankee Hills? Or is that just Peak Lefty? Because it's only, I'm just curious.
West End News difference?
West Hampton Dunes will have to proceed in, well, they have to decide if they want, how they want to proceed.
One of the trustees, Gina Capiella, reached out to me and asked how we were handling this.
Okay.
That's kind of what I showed you. proceeding with the beach erosion control districts, we hope.
I think we were different, I think they were different from our.
Yeah, they have a different concept, a different approach, I think.
Okay.
But it's,
Yeah.
their mayor has more questions than, well, we all had questions initially, but he still has some other questions, I think. And I'm not sure what Quogue is still in the process of deciding as well. So I don't want us to forget about it and then all of a sudden, 2 years from now,
It's
say,
problem.
whoops.
Yeah.
Well, we could just start the process
Start the
and then
process.
it can evolve from
And
there.
it is,
Yeah.
it is a lengthy process, and it is subject to permissive referendum and all those things, so, you know.
Yeah, I don't even remember what, I know that they were talking about those informational meetings, but I don't know.
Yeah.
And do they have to have public hearings also?
Yes.
I think both the town and the village have to have public hearings.
And then she had said that she'd be here, like, to answer questions because,
At the informational meetings.
yeah.
Right. Yes. And we have to get, probably be a good idea to have Aaron on the calendar as well for those kinds of things too.
Sorry, that sand's gone already.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, we'll get a minor storm and it'll come back.
I know.
It does.
Goes back in the summer.
It
Yeah.
does. So,
It does.
All right, we're in agreement then with Mr. Angel will reach out and possibly have a resolution, in our May meeting. Things come together. Okay, good. Next item on the agenda is Rogers Beach fence repair. We had some damage during the, snowstorm. And Matt got an estimate for the fence repair along the east side of the, parking lot for $7,900, $980. An additional estimate for a small fence underneath the building that he thinks is necessary for another $575. So I'd like to move forward with that unless somebody has questions. And it's probably subject to reimbursement, we hope, from storm
We did
damage.
submit it for reimbursement.
Yeah, okay. Any questions on that? Okay, so we'll have
It's
that
necessary.
on the resolution then. Next item, we have a Rayner Group Main Street proposal, and remember we discussed, parking area from Beach to Seafield and establishing parking on Main Street on both sides of the road. Temporarily, we're gonna stripe it out for this season, but more significantly in the future, we would like to have it engineered with, curbs, improved training, sidewalk, things like that, especially on the south side. So Rayner Group has a proposal to survey that and engineer that, and it's $11,000. So I would like to put that on the next meeting's agenda as well. Any questions?
No,
All good? Okay.
that's great.
The next one, towing code, the chief, and I think Brad agrees that the towing code needs some work and updating. And there were some proposals, and we also discovered some deficiencies in our application. So what I am suggesting is that we redo the towing code, have the chief and the trustees and Brad look at the towing code itself and update it. But in the meantime, our current towing applications are expiring May 31st. We do not have time to redo the code before that expiration. So I would like to redo just the application based on our current code, bring it up to date as much as we can, and extend our current towing companies without a new application, free of charge, until January. And so the ones we currently have engaged will continue to be allowed to be engaged until January. So we'll have a new deadline for new application, hopefully with a new code in place. questions on what I did. So we're gonna have a new application based on the old code, and
To get
eventually a new code
Yes.
with another updated application. We do have one new applicant that we're gonna ask to fill out a new application based on the old code, so we can accept their services moving forward from now until January, if they fill out the paperwork and qualify.
This is for towing cars out of the way, or?
But after accidents or if the chief goes in
Yeah.
downs and things like that. Okay? And I would like at least the chief and Brad to see the application that Ada and I kind of came up with, updated. And trustees, if you're interested, it's subject to being drafted further. Anyone another one? Yeah, okay. Good. Interesting, okay. And then if you take a look at the old towing code, it does need some help.
That's
Some
gonna
of it
just take a
is,
little time.
yeah, it's gonna,
Yeah.
we'll get suggestions from everybody if you take a look at the code, see anything that strikes you. So the new towing permit application, I think, would apply only to the new applicant. The old applicants, we can grandfather in with their existing agreement.
Does
No,
that also,
no additional charge.
is the towing permit renewed annually on that?
Yes, hopefully, when we finish doing the code, Denise suggested that the permit be renewed on the calendar year. So every January is a renewal, and, moving forward, it's an annual.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions?
What is the difference between the rates? They used to be PW probably 100, and with times at a different prices.
Police and DPW rate was if, we need to tow for one of
If
our
a
vehicles.
police car or a DPW vehicle
Oh,
needs to be towed,
That one in there, but
yeah.
we need your services kept around.
Okay. Gotcha.
It's a work in progress, so
Yeah.
there's time to look it over and give you feedback. I would like to have a resolution on the next meeting extending the current contracts that we have with the current towing companies until January 1st with no further charge being paid to them. Sound reasonable? Yes?
Yes.
Not that that was a vote, I'm just gonna put it on, it's a resolution.
Well, it makes sense. They do
Yeah.
this until we can get everything done and they're all on the same page.
So the resolution will be to extend the contract, or extend their permit until January 1st. Mr. Angel, since you're drafting that, do you have any questions about drafting the resolution to extend their permit? Or you can talk to me later. Okay. I wouldn't trust him. January 1st, 2027. That's painful too. Another year. Okay. Anything else on that one? All right, the next one is a camera proposal, and that's chief, and I think lieutenant is here for that as well. That's support system for the chief, yes?
Yeah, what a project, what an undertaking here to try and get this all squared away. As you're all aware, we have a pretty extensive system. A lot of that system has not had upgrades in many, many years. As we all know, technology moves pretty quick, and surveillance system or security systems are not something that is implement and forget. So we did have two different companies come in, and we have two proposals right now for Village Hall. We do not have the proposals yet in for Main Street, or Rogers, and even last year's. One of the big things things we looked at, I think it was on the last agenda, was the server. We're looking to knock down the number of servers we have, which is 2 right now, 1 remote for the chamber, and bring everything back here to headquarters. So that was separate. We just covered, I think, under 21.
Yeah.
Under 21,000 for the server that was approved in the last meeting. We had to really push that because I guess it's a problem with the chips that are needed and everything, and we didn't move on that. We were looking at possibly a 9-month turnaround on the server. As is, we pushed it out probably about 4 or 5 months right now, right?
Yeah, it's about July. The cost is going up every week.
So we kind of got that locked in, and this server upgrade was recommended by both of these companies to try and accomplish what we're doing. Really impressed with both companies, NCD and Digital Provisions. One is coming in, well, we did a couple here at headquarters. We knocked this down to 2 separate proposals, one for the exterior of Village Hall and adding some interior cameras that are not associated with the court. That was all on one bid. And we are coming in with one of them at 42,000 and the other coming in at 39,000. And that's for, essentially what we're doing is upgrading all the cameras on the exterior of the building. We brought Matt into the conversation here because it will include some aesthetics on the outside of Village Hall. And also, one company wanted to go drilling through a roof, which we weren't happy about. So we're trying to just evaluate all the different components of what's needed to make this not only a upgrade that we need, but something that's not going to be an eyesore when we're looking at the building as well. We also did a quote for upgrading the court. What would that would do is adding some cameras into Village Hall, which do not have access by going downstairs stairwell, which we know was an issue with our busy court dates. Adding another camera on the downstairs main hallway, which was a blind spot for them. It also included bringing in a monitor into the court office so that they are able to see outside the office. They don't have any windows except in the hallway there. Because it really kind of was unsafe because downstairs it's just them. So this will enable them to see if anyone's down there looking around. So that came in at about $10,000 and $11,000. I did not have an opportunity to run that through the judge yet, but what I can tell you is, we had a security survey come in and completed by New York State courts because there was some concerns about our safety for not only the attendees at court, but also for our employees. And some of these upgrades were discussed with them and recommended by them as well. So I have everything. I have the 4 quotes, 2 from each company available for everyone to look at. The only time constraints I'm on is budgetary. We're coming to the end of the year, and I think if we can get, if you have the opportunity to maybe look at this, we can get this on the agenda. We can take care of a lot of this with this year's funds rather than having already start the year behind the ball in June. But any questions? Let me know.
Okay, sounds good. And we did have that other Suffolk County assessment, similar concerns were made.
Right, we had that done about a year and a half ago, 2 years, and a lot of what's included in here is recommended in there as well.
So further put in place.
And their comments were almost mirrored, too, the same thing that needs to be changed.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay, good. Next item on the agenda, and thanks Chief and Lieutenant, and thanks Lieutenant for getting stuff together so we can have that resolution and
No problem.
get the server.
Yeah, no problem.
That was
Yeah.
under the gun there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Next thing is the elected officials' medical insurance. I've mentioned this on a couple of occasions. That I would like to have this in place probably before our next election. gives us, the elections in June. This is a proposal that I put together, and it's only for elected officials, and would only go into effect, as I said, after the next election. And please note the bottom sentence, Judge Kelly will be grandfathered at his current rate of 100%, because I think it would be, I don't know, disingenuous or obnoxious or unethical for us to, he's been a judge for what, 25, 30 years?
Since the dawn of the
So to change this, it's the dawn of the village. Well, between he and his father, yes. To change that on him at this point, but moving forward, what I did was, for the justification, I compared it to a full-time employee base of 40 hours times 52 weeks, so that's 2,080 hours per year. Then you subtract the starting vacation time, 10 days at 80 hours, starting sick time, 20 days at 8 hours, and holidays, 13 days at 8 hours. So you come up with a current full-time employee basically works 1,736 hours a year. And we pay 85% of their health insurance premium. Well, so, moving on. So what I did was for elected officials, basing their reported hours to the New York State retirement system. Elected officials can enroll in the New York State retirement system, and they report, I think quarterly, the number of hours that they put in to work at Village Hall. So just pretend the judge has a 4-hour court session, and then he has a 5-hour court session in one particular week. That's 9 hours for that week, or that month rather. And he reports those hours quarterly. So the annual total is what we would be basing the insurance premium payment on. So if he works quarter time, which would be 434 hours or more
Per
you-
year.
per year, he would get 21% of the premium. And if he works half-time, or 868 hours or more per year, he would get 42% of the premium. Three-quarter time is 1,302 hours or more, he would get three-quarter time, 63% for three-quarter time. And if he works the 1,736 hours or more, that's full-time, he would get the full 85% of the premium that full-time employees get. So I'm trying to justify it based on the New York State retirement system reporting, and also on what we currently offer to our full-time employees.
Is this for the new proposed judges that we're trying to bring in?
Well, for any newly elected judge, I anticipate at some point, Judge Kelly, I think, is gonna retire.
Okay.
Now, so far, we've decided to stick with one elected judge and one appointed judge. I suppose we could extend this to the appointed judge as well, as a commitment, because we did decide to pay the both judges the same.
Yeah.
Because theoretically, they're dividing court responsibilities in half. So that's a good question, Chris, if it goes to the appointed judge, but I guess your point being, Judge Kelly at some point is gonna retire, we're gonna have a newly elected judge at some point, and this would apply to that newly elected judge.
They're not gonna work more than half-time. Quarter time probably by the time.
I don't know. And what I'm thinking is, and I did, and thank you, Jim, for listening, because you're involved. I did ask Denise if it would be possible for the judge to pay their full premium during the year, and then at the end of the year, once we calculated percentage they get, the village reimbursed the individual for that percentage at the end of the year. So go ahead.
So part-timers, a regular part-timer that's in the retirement system, they, according to their paycheck, I report how many hours they work. Easy to figure out, right? They're a part-timer, they work 10 hours this week, 20 hours next week. The elected officials and appointed officials, they do a calendar. They do it once, and that's what we report.
One per month,
No.
per year,
They do one.
one.
They change it if their amount of time they're spending has changed.
Oh, so they estimate
So-
at first?
Someone definitely wants to update their calendar. So Judge Kelly, for instance, did a calendar before my time. I wasn't even
Oh,
here.
he's never updated it?
No.
Okay.
So off the top of my head, and I could be wrong, I think we're reporting, no, it is days, it's not hours. I don't wanna,
Okay,
I don't wanna pull the wrong number.
all right,
But basically, he does a calendar, and that's what gets reported.
okay,
He then is supposed to say, oh, I'm working more, or I'm working less, and do a new calendar.
okay,
He has not. Most, I think, appointed elected officials do not.
right.
When I did at the town, they did one.
Right, I'm just trying to,
So,
I'm trying to update everything and modernize it so it's
right,
in line.
so we might even know ahead of time for the year, if they've already
Oh.
done their calendar, is what I
They've
mean.
already,
Yeah,
there's no
Right.
way to adjust it after the fact with the state if you would actually work more hours?
if he did a new calendar, absolutely.
Oh, okay,
An elected official could absolutely submit a new calendar.
okay,
And when I say calendar, they're supposed to write out their duties, so
okay,
on,
yes,
on the first, on Monday, phone calls from, for an hour.
right,
Sat in court for 4 hours, arraignment, whatever it is.
okay.
And then they take that, do it for a whole month, and put in all the numbers, and that's how they get their average.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
If that helps.
So it is a work in progress, and we would hope to have more feedback and things like that. And hopefully have it in place for this election cycle, so we're almost panicking next year when Judge Kelly, his term is up next year. So
Okay.
we just wanna have everything in place. Okay? Any other questions?
Sure.
Thank you, Jen. We'll be talking more, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Okay. Did you get one of these?
yes,
Okay.
yes,
All right.
thank you.
And just a quick thing that I want to take the opportunity to hand out to the board that finally came to fruition, I hope. This is the bench application that we talked about a while ago for bench donors. And we tweaked the wording, and Matt, you might need a little bit of help with that. I'll give it to Denise Slater and Joanne. But if you see anything about, we've already discussed this, I think, on Zoom a little bit. Let me know if you need to have anything else changed, that's all. I just wanted to pass that out. That's actually not on the agenda, but I have it in my packet, so there it is. It's a walk-on, how's that?
Yeah, this is good.
Okay?
I like that.
I like that, we talked about an opportunity to provide a new bench so that someone has to continue and we need to replace it.
They last
Yeah.
15, 20 years, and in some cases more. So if it's gets run over by a car, that's kind of like on us.
Yikes.
And that has happened.
More than I care to admit.
Right. Okay.
So, just to be
Don't walk in
clear,
front of the post.
if we have to replace a bench,
Yes,
do we not put the new flag on it until we get the money, up to 6 months?
if we have to replace the bench, they have a certain opportunity to, there's a time frame, 6 months.
So no plaque
So-
up for 6 months.
Correct. Yes. Or hold the plaque.
6 months is very generous.
That's, did you notice at the cost at the time, because
Oh, yeah.
since our last application, resolutions, and then public comment if any. So, we have 3 resolutions. Ms. Rizzo, if you would go ahead with the first one.
Resolved that the village clerk treasurer is hereby directed to publish and post notice of public hearing on Thursday, May 7th, 2026 at 5 p.m. in the Village Hall to amend Chapter 178 entitled Vehicles and Traffic of the Code.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Whereas the village board has received an application from the Greater West Hampton Chamber of Commerce to have a spring festival on Main Street in Maria Z. Moore Park on Saturday, May 2nd, 2026, parameters which are set forth on this map submitted with the application. And whereas the Greater West Hampton Chamber of Commerce has asked the village board to waive the village code chapter 54, section 1-A to allow open containers within the perimeters and to assist the Greater West Hampton Chamber of Commerce and its participants with an application to the State Liquor Authority to authorize open container alcoholic beverages for this particular event on that day. Now therefore be it resolved that the Village of West Hampton Beach agrees to waive the provisions of the open container law as set forth in chapter 54, section 1-A, and the mayor is to authorize to prepare and sign a container letter as quoted by the SLA, confirming that the Village of West Hampton Beach authorizes and approves the use of open containers for this particular event within the parameters on May 2nd, 2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Resolved that the village clerk treasurer is hereby directed to publish and post a notice of public hearing on Thursday, May 7th, 2026 at 5 p.m. at the Village Hall to discuss the special exception permit application on Hampton Endoscopy, Old Riverhead Road, West Hampton Beach.
Second.
All in favor?